Hi, this is Katherine Nunez from Garrygearytv, and I am here at the Savoir Cinema in Fort Lauderdale. And where we are at right now is actually to enjoy the premiere of the Film Carpet 14 Awards. And this is started and created by Miss Bello. We are waiting for the actors, we are waiting for the people to come in, directors, writers. I'm so excited for this, and let's just wait and see who is going to come into my web of lights and camera. This is Katherine Nunez, and I'm with Gary and Gary TV. And tonight I have the beautiful Celine Alva. If you guys didn't watch the interview prior to this one, she's a South Florida actress. She is actually in the premiere movie, mini-movie of Brass Knuckles, directed and written by DeFazio. Hi Celine, again, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great. a little on the edge, a little nervous because this is a very, very special night.
It really is.
It's a very special night. It's a big one, yeah. Quick question. How you're in the film Brass Knuckles, and what is your role in this film?
I am Anthony Korone's daughter. I am a girl that gets bullied, unfortunately, goes through high school, and I can't tell you much. I want you to see it first, and then get a little taste for it. So everything is by surprise.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. You know I'm staying, like I did last time.
Yes.
Well, anyway, and how connected did you feel with your character?
I've actually been bullied in growing up through elementary and middle school, and it really did they really tried changing who I was, and I made it one day, I was with my teacher, and we made it like a deal that we were not gonna make other people change me. Right. So I went into theater, and then I started doing this, and then it was like my escape. And so comparing myself to the character, it's kind of like being me. It was like an old version of me.
Well, I'm pretty sure that this really is something very personal for you. So you must have really gone into character, and it must be a very powerful role. Do you feel like this is one of the most powerful roles that you have played so far?
Oh, definitely. I feel like towards the last scenes that we filmed, that was just it was very it came from a place that I recognized. Like usually sometimes when people fake cry, they do the whole let me think of sad puppies or something, and then just being in the moment, it really did bring back a lot.
It brought a lot of memories.
Yeah, definitely.
And how did you feel when you first got the news that you were casted for this movie?
Oh, I was ecstatic. I found out what the script was and everything, and I was like, wow, I have to bring in my A game. I have to give it everything I got. And I really did try, and hopefully you'll like it, and you guys too.
Well, I love all her movies. I loved the one I saw before, and I think I'm going to love this one again.
I hope so.
And how's it? And one last question, how is working with your cast members?
Oh, I love them. They're I can't say they're my favorite, but I really, Ciro DeFazio, Anthony Korone, Tyler, the girl I worked with, all the other girls that I worked with. Everyone's super sweet. We have a family bond, the crew especially.
So working with DeFazio will be like, how you doing? You know?
Yeah, all the time, all the time.
I know.
I take his phone. He lets me. He's just do whatever you want.
No, I know because you know what? Because I'm from Jersey and I'm half Italian, so I know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But perfect. Oh my God, I am so excited for you. I'm so excited for tonight, and I'm just ecstatic. I'm just ecstatic. She looks absolutely gorgeous today.
Thank
You look so cute. I want to be 15 again. I will do anything right now. Let's go back in time.
She looks like she could be 15. You can pass for 15.
That's because I'm small. I'm only 4'10", guys. I mean, come on. Oh my God, thank you so much, Celine. Oh my God,
You look
thank
gorgeous.
you.
We have to take pictures later.
Oh. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Gary TV. And tonight, I am here at the Savoy Cinema at the Film Carpet 14. I am here next to me, a film director that is going to premiere his movie. And what is your movie called?
My movie is called Aria. My name is Agatino Surria. And the movie that's going to premiere tonight is Aria. In Spanish, it's Aurea.
Aria.
Aurea. It's a steampunk movie. It's a retro-futuristic movie.
Oh, wow. Retro-futuristic movie. Now, is this futuristic meaning by fiction? Does it have some romance? Does it have action, violence?
No. I don't think it has. It has some kind of action because all the actors are running all the time. It's the story of some immigrants from a terrible state in a country that we don't know, but it's horrible. It's raining and all that, and they don't have food, and they don't have. They're being evicted. So they wait. They in the morning they escape on the early express on the train to a new world of new opportunities, and then they see the new reality.
That sounds exciting. I need to see this movie, guys. I need to see this movie. Now, once this is premiered, is this going to be on a DVD? Can we watch it on your website? Do you have a website?
I do have a website. It's www.azcafilms.com. Azca is A-Z-C-A. I usually post everything there. And I have my YouTube channel, which is Tinovision. And also I have a show. It's called Downtowner with no vowels. Downtowner with no vowels. It's on Facebook. And we have our page. And we post everything there so you can see most of our work and the work of other people there.
Have you done any other previous films that we can, look into?
Yes, precisely. Tonight, one of the movies that are nominated for Best Short Film of last year, 2018, is my previous film. It's called Clovis. We produced it with Aurelina Romero, which is the producer, and she's the producer of Aura 2. And we did it last year, and it's nominated this year as Best Short Film.
Oh my God, that sounds so exciting. And one last question. What inspired you to write this script? What inspired this movie?
Everything inspires you. You never know when something is going to inspire. Maybe I'm here talking to people and I'm like, oh my God, I have to make a movie about you. You never know. The inspiration is in the air.
Let me tell you something. If you were to make a movie about me, trust me, I'll win an Oscar.
Okay, I'll write it and then you tell me if you like it, okay?
Okay.
We'll do that.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm so glad that I met this guy. You gotta look into his website, Azca
Films.
AzcaFilms.com, and I'm going to enjoy this movie, guys. I'm gonna see this.
You gotta see it. Everybody has to see it.
Everybody has to see it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I'm with Gary and Gary TV. We are at the Savoy Cinema with the Film Carpet 14. And right next to me, I have a very handsome filmmaker by the name of Edy Casas. I am super excited to get to know this man. So, Mr. Casas, how are you?
I'm doing great. This is fun as hell, isn't it? I love it.
I love his energy, guys. I love it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Edy Casas, so you're doing a premiere. You have a trailer here.
Yes, we have a trailer today.
Okay.
And it's called Heroes of 6th Street.
Heroes of 6th Street, guys.
Yes.
And what inspired, first of all, what inspired you with this film?
That's a good question. Several things inspired me. One is the locals have inspired me, as well as I have to admit I'm a huge fan of Luke Cage growing up, long before the show came out. So my show is a little bit of an homage to the African-American superheroes of the Marvel days.
Wow, that's amazing.
I want to tell you a little story about how much I like Black Panther. I like Black Panther so much that I used to play with my Batman doll, and I would take the cape off Batman and pretend he was the Black Panther. Okay?
Wow.
I'm back.
So, Mr. Casas, are you based here in South Florida?
I sure am. I'm right here in Fort Lauderdale. When I leave here, I'm going to drive 4 blocks home.
That's amazing, guys.
I know. I love it here. I love this town. This town's awesome.
And where are you originally from?
I'm from upstate New York, is where I was born, and went to high school in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. And do you have any other movies that we can look into?
Well, I'm part of a actors club called Actors Cultural Theater. We've been granted space by the Broward Cultural Division and Destination Sistrunk. Destination Sistrunk is bringing attention to the 6th Street corridor and all the art that we have going on there. And we're also working on something called Atom Steam, which is a steampunk film about 1950s astronauts going back to a steampunk planet. I wanted to get 2 trailers in today. I was only allowed 1.
You know, steampunk is my thing. I love steampunk.
I can totally see you in steampunk.
I am. You can tell.
I can tell. Yeah, you're almost there. Just throw a freaking hat on you and some goggles, and you're steampunk.
Exactly. No, I'm telling you, I'm a steampunk. I'm all that.
How about the aesthetics of steampunk? I mean, you really have. You can interpret it in many different ways that you want, and so I like that about the genre.
Oh my God, that is fantastic. And let me ask you.
Keep your eyes open for Atom and Steam, or Atom Steam.
I am going to keep my eyes open on that one, guys, because I'm all steampunk. I'm all goth. I'm dark.
Oh.
I'm dark and lovely. No, I'm kidding.
I used to go to goth parties, but now I go to bed early, so I can't make it.
I remember back in my time, you know, there was a underground nightclub back in South Beach called The Church. It was only open Sundays. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
No, I sure have. Of course, there's a band, The Church, too, right?
It was always a vampire or something. So, one last question.
Yes.
So you're going to be here tonight. You're going to actually show your trailer, and we're here mingling and everything.
Yes.
What? You said that a lot of things inspire you, right? Anything can inspire a filmmaker.
Sure.
As a writer, as a filmmaker, as a producer, what do you advise anybody that's interested in being here in South Florida and following to your footsteps?
Okay, in my personal footsteps, yes, obviously networking is very important, but content makes stuff. Write stuff. And if you're going to write stuff, make sure the human component is there. Make sure the characters have a relationship to each other. Otherwise, it's just, I mean, it's nothing. It's minutia. You got to have the character relations.
Exactly. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Edy Casas.
Fun.
This is fun. And let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a website, Facebook, an Instagram?
We do have a website. It's called actbroward.org. Yeah, we got that one. And we're Actors Cultural Theater on Facebook. And I'm also the admin of Film Friends of Florida, so please feel free to join.
I'm definitely joining. I'm so interested. You have no idea. Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye. So Miami. Bye.
Bye. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Garrygearytv. I am here at the Savoir Cinema, where we are actually going to see some great films. And this is the film carpet number 14, and here next to me I have a handsome gentleman, filmmaker by the name of Ronald Kaplan. Hi, Ronald. How are you?
Good. I don't know about handsome, but I'm a...
You are handsome. Stop it.
Yes, I'm here as part of the producing team of No Mas, a Remission, and we're very honored. First, we want to thank you for letting me do this interview, and Gary, and the film carpet and Alexandra. On behalf of the cast and crew, and Dennis, the director, and Andrew, the producer, and myself.
Oh my God. And what is this movie about? Can you kind of like let us in on some of the...
This movie is a 48-hour film project, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. And what it is about when you have an illness, you have a condition that you don't have to be ashamed. No mas, no more. And the main character has cancer, and at first doesn't want anybody to know, and this and that and whatever, and how it affects people's lives. And then when people know, it's kind of a relief along the way, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. And that's what we're trying to get across. Of course, entertaining, a little humor, a little this and that. And we think it's important. It was an unusual subject for the 48-hour film project, which is around the world. Virtually nobody does subjects like this, but our writer, Violet, actually, it's based on her true story, mostly. So, yeah, so she wrote it with the director, and it seemed to work.
Wow, so this really touches home, and will touch home to a lot of people that are going through the same thing. Because I have a lot of friends that have, unfortunately, have died from breast cancer and everything. And I think it's a very sensitive subject. And what inspired you to do this 48-hour project?
Well, the producer, Andrew Artelia, asked me to be involved with his team. I had met him the year before, and we wanted to do something with the team that would be just something special and make it really good. And we thought we did that. I never did a 48-hour film project, and that was my time.
Was it tiring?
Well, not so much, because the way we did it, it was kind of amazing that we were able to start, and we had, here's what, most of the crew was there at 5. We had to get out of the building we're in by 5 p.m. And our editing team, some of it, was already working on it, and our sound and our music people, they weren't even in the area. So we sent it to them, and you know, most of the people were able to do it by planning, organization. You can plan these things before. You don't know your subject or what you're going to do, but a little tiring, but not that much.
Okay. Is there any other movies that we can look into that you have made?
Yes, well, I made a lot of movies and different things. You can see it on my Facebook and all the things, but my most recent feature film is called White Powder. It's on Amazon Prime and Vimeo, and it won a lot of awards. And the trailer was shown at the film carpet about the end of December 2016. So basically, we was the first place, White Powder, it was done in London, England, was ever shown at Alexandra's film carpet. And also I'm working on a web series called After the Piano with some of the people who are here too. Andrew, the producer on this, is involved with it. And Quentin is the director, Celine, who's here for some things, and Henry and Eric and stuff. But anyways.
That is fantastic.
But working on it. I'm also a realtor. I'm a licensed Florida real estate agent, so if you're looking to buy property in South Florida or sell, contact me too, and a set teacher.
Guys, not only is he South Florida based, not only he is a filmmaker and writer, not only has he done movies, but he also is a Florida realtor. I'm telling you guys, he is a he multitask. I mean, you got to.
Right.
But anyway, do you have a website?
Not personally. My website is Facebook, Instagram. If you just look at my name, as I said, Ronald, like Ronald McDonald, and Kaplan, like the person who sells, you know, all those courses. And just Google me. I'm the first person on Facebook, and then it'll take you to Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and even MySpace.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Ronald Kaplan, and I will be looking into that movie. Guys, he is also, his movie is also on Amazon. Check him out on Facebook, Ronald Kaplan. Thank you so much for this interview. Give me a hug. Thank you.
I'd love to see you.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure. Perfect. Thank you. Good. Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Garrygearytv, and I am here with Edy Casas, who is actually premiering. He's going to be seen in 2 movies tonight. And what movies are you going to be in?
I'm in the web series Gym Shorts. I'm also in the short film In the Arms of Madness.
Okay, and how do you feel with which of those 2 movies are you close connected to, as far as character-wise?
I'm close connected with all my characters.
I know, but the most.
Oh, the most?
The one that you know, I know you're a great actor, and I know you feel everything, and you get into
I like Gym Shorts just because it's hilarious. When you watch it, you're gonna pee your pants. It's funny. It is funny.
It is?
They did a really good job on that. Just wait and see.
I don't know, guys, what movies to watch tonight. I gotta see Agatina's, I gotta see this movie, I gotta see that movie. It's too much.
You're gonna take it all in.
I'm gonna take it all in.
Enjoy the ride.
I'm gonna enjoy the ride. So, quick question. So, you're in Gym Shorts, you're in this other movie. How do you, like, after this, do you have any more projects? What after this, after tonight, what other projects are in the...
I'm working on a web series, Bay Nights, and they won first prize for web series, and we're putting out season 2. So we're about to blow off the roof with that. Look for that. B-A-E, Bay Nights. Like my Bay, my Boo, my character name in that is Leroy.
Guys, look out for Bay Nights. Bay Nights.
Soon, season 2, Bay Nights.
Okay, I've interviewed this handsome young man before with the blonde hair murders, but I'm going to ask him the same question again, just in case you guys didn't see the other interviews. Where can we stalk you, Eric? Please tell us.
You can stalk me on Instagram, ERIC_Koston, CLAUSSEN, and on Facebook, Eric space EC space Koston.
Website?
Facebook.
You got
I don't
no
have a
website.
website.
You need a website.
You want to make one for me, baby?
I'll make one for you.
Coming soon.
I gotta make this guy a website, guys.
Koston.com.
Look at this face. Look at this face. Take care. Thank you. Hola, yo me llamo Katherine Nunez y yo soy de Garrygearytv. Esta noche estamos en el cinema de Sabor que queda en Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Y a mi lado está
Ubaldo Enríquez.
Ubaldo Enríquez. Bueno, estamos ahora en el premiere de los Film Carpet Awards, que es el número 14 de este año de las producciones de Bello Producción. Y bueno, aquí yo tengo al señor
Ubaldo Enríquez, todavía no.
Ubaldo Enríquez.
Te voy a poner de tarea que te lo aprendas.
Sí, lo tengo que poner aquí. Ubaldo, ¿cómo estás?
Encantado de la vida y de ver tanta gente linda del medio y que se está moviendo tanto en las películas y todo esto. Qué bueno que en Miami se está haciendo. Que diga, en la Florida, porque estamos en Fort Lauderdale ahora.
Sí. No, eso es fantástico porque la actuación y las producciones acá en Florida es bien escaso. O sea, es casi imposible para un actor, pero da gracias que últimamente esto se está avanzando, se está ya el arte de actuación. ¿Usted es actor?
Sí, mucho tiempo. Y tenemos mucho talento, incluso una riqueza, porque tenemos talento de tantos países con tantas cosas distintas que nos unen. Y eso es importante, que vengan las compañías de producción a buscar talento aquí a Miami.
Claro.
Pues yo llevo un tiempo ya siendo actor. En realidad era programador de computadoras, algo distinto. La actuación era mi hobby. Pero en los últimos 20 años me dediqué a la actuación. Gracias a Dios he tenido mucha suerte. He hecho varias películas. Muchos comerciales de televisión, en teatro tuve mi propio programa de televisión también.
¿Cuál programa era?
Jugando con las estrellas.
Oh my God, jugando con las estrellas. Oh my God.
Yo entrevistaba a las estrellas y por teléfono las personas jugaban con una estrella invitada y era muy interesante. Así que estuve casi 6 años haciendo el programa. Y en teatro he hecho de todo, más bien comedia. Yo soy comediante, me encanta reír y hacer reír.
Yo sé porque él me hace reír, trust me, me hace reír. Y otra preguntita más, bueno, ustedes están ahora usted está ahora en este premiere, ¿usted está supporting o estás en un trailer o una película o you're just supporting?
Estoy por 2 motivos. Uno, que la muchachita aquella que está allí ha hecho de mi nieta en varios comerciales y ahora la veo ya convertida en una señorita preciosa. Sí. Y también Mireia Killman, que trabajé en una película recientemente con ella, que va a estar aquí también, y entonces vine para apoyarlos. Porque de verdad que ojalá que todo el mundo, esta juventud, que los padres apoyen a sus hijos. El arte es muy lindo. Y mientras uno está preocupado por el arte y aprenderse, uno no está haciendo nada malo. Aquí no se hace nada malo, todo es bueno.
So guys, he is here actually to support. He's done a lot of commercials, a lot of movies. He's had also his own show in the Latin American market, and he's here because Celine Alva, who I love and adore, because yes, I love her. She has played various times the granddaughter, but. Una preguntita última. ¿Usted tiene un website, un Facebook, que por si acaso si las personas te quieren ver, seguir?
En Facebook sencillo, mi nombre, Ubaldo, Ubaldo, Enríquez con H, Henriquez, Ubaldo Enríquez.
No sean como yo, guys, que no se aprenden los nombres. Es Ubaldo Enríquez con H. Bravo, bravo. Bueno, muchísimas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
I love this. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Garrygearytv, and right next to me I have Andre. But by the way, before I even introduce you to Andre, I am at the Sabor Cinema in Fort Lauderdale, and I am at the Film Film Carpet number 14 awards. And here next to me, again, I have Andre. She's performing in one of the films, and we're here to watch her and see what she's got. So, Andre, how are you?
Here's what I've got. I'm wearing my mom's wrap tonight.
For good luck, guys, for good luck. And what movie are you in?
I am in Cowboys and Mattresses. We're showing the trailer here tonight. It actually premiered about a week or so ago at the Broward Library Main Auditorium at a festival. So I'm very excited about it, and this is the first time the trailer will be shown in public.
Oh, wow, that is fantastic. And what character do you play in this movie?
I play the lead actress. Her name is Angela. I am also the writer, director, and executive producer of the film.
Oh, wow. So not only is she gorgeous, not only does she act, she writes. Because I write.
My new best friend.
I write. Actually, I'm doing a novel. It's a psycho thriller with romance in it. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, cool.
It's very sick, but it's very romantic.
What's it called?
Huh? I haven't named it yet.
So, what's it called?
But anyway, Andre, and are you South Florida based?
I am. I'm actually a Florida native. I was born in Miami and grew up in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been acting?
Oh, gosh. I've been acting since I was probably 4. No, at 4 I wanted to be an actress, but I started getting into drama club, I guess, since high school.
Oh, wow. And what other movies have you worked in?
I worked in I Love You, Philip Morris. I was in a credited role opposite Jim Carrey. I also was in a Fox TV show called K-ville, where I acted opposite Anthony Anderson and John Carroll Lynch. I had a small speaking part in that. And locally, I did, 6 films last year here in South Florida.
Wow. So Andre has been busy, guys. Busy. Busy.
I need a nap.
I don't think she needs a nap. Looking like that, she don't need no nap, okay? Do you have a Facebook? I love her. Do you have a Facebook? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a website where we can actually find you and stalk you? Stalk. I get those.
I have enough stalkers. You can find me on Facebook at Audrey Lynn, ADREYLYNN. Also, check out our Cowboys and Mattresses Facebook page and be sure to give us a like while you're there.
Guys, the more likes, the more love. The more love, the more everything. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of Andre, you can look her up. She's on Facebook. She's on. You have Instagram, anything?
I'm also on IMDb, and yes, I'm on Instagram too.
Okay, under?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. She probably has her publicist. I don't know.
I have people who do that. No.
She has people to do that, guys. She has people to do that. But anyway, it's a pleasure to talk to you, Andre. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Gary TV. We are in Savor Cinema in Fort Lauderdale, and as before, I have interviewed Miss Celine Alva when I first stepped into this theater, but I just have to interview her again because I just saw the movie Brass Knuckles, which is directed, written, and produced by Anthony Korone, right? Is that Hello, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Gary TV. I am here at the Savor Cinema up here in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. And next to me, I have the beautiful Talina. She's actually one of the directors from one of the movies, and I would like for you to let us talk about this movie and what inspired you. What made you? Was it based on a true story?
First of all, the title's called In the Arms of Madness, originally written by the lead actress Gabrielle Paris. She came up with the idea based on some real life experiences and kind of fictionalized it a little bit more. And originally I wasn't a part of it. She had a producer and a director already attached, and he actually wrote the original screenplay. And then something happened where he changed his mind and he didn't want to do it. So I came on board and revised the screenplay, and it was really something I was looking forward to doing because it was sort of a different type of genre for me. I normally do kids, family-friendly comedy type stuff, I have done some drama, but this was a darker drama. So it's basically a romantic story gone wrong, and it goes to a dark place.
Well, you know what? I actually compare this with domestic violence as well. Even though this is more about suicidal, because the guy was very suicidal. Guys, you got to watch this movie. This is a very intense movie. A lot of beautiful girls go through this situation where you meet this guy and you think he's great and wonderful, and it turns out that he's a madman and ends up killing you or ends up killing himself. And this is a movie that you guys must watch, and it's something that it's very close to home to me, you know, because I had a relationship like that once, so it really hit home. And how did you feel like while you were directing? And Miss Paris is a fantastic actress. I mean, she has really put in a lot of love. She has put in she really, really got into her character. Once the movie was done, and you were able to see it edited, was the feeling, and I always want to ask this to a filmmaker, was the feeling exhilarating? Was it a sense of a happiness that you can't explain? Do you feel like a sense of accomplishment? And if so, where do you see this movie going to? Do you plan to put this movie out there in any film festivals? Because I really think, honestly, it being a mini movie, being that it's so close to many hearts of young ladies here today, I think it will do very well.
Three-part question. I'll answer the last question. Yeah. It is definitely in film festival circuit right now, so our goal is to get it out there and see what distribution might come along. If not, we do have backup plans to do like video on demand and try to do our own way of distribution, but it would be nice to get someone to recognize it and go that route. As far as the editing and the experience of that is I had to do the editing myself, so it kind of takes you to it's hard to play all these roles, because when you're a writer and a producer and a director and then you have to also do the editing, which some people like, it stresses you out because now you're dealing with all the technical side of things. So for me, I had to deal with a lot of things that I had to fix and things I had to resolve, but in the end I was very happy with the performances, with everything that cut together well, and the music, and the composer was amazing, so I got really lucky.
Do you have any other projects in the works that maybe the audience that has watched the movie, or anyone that's watching this interview at this time, any projects that you want to mention, that you want to promote?
Well, like I said, this is the first dark one I've done, and we do hope to make maybe a feature of it one day. But I am pitching a couple films that are feature screenplays right now. One is called Coupons and Dreams, and there's a website, couponsandreamsmovie.com, and we have a teaser up there, but it's like a big budget project, and you kind of need investors and big names to be attached to it, so it's just the pitching process.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting. Sounds like a big project.
That project is actually, like I said, more family friendly, and it's about children, and they're the lead actors, but it's very fantastical and drama, and if you go to the website you can learn more about it.
Awesome. And where can we find you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere? Where can we stalk you?
You can find me on Facebook under Lena Adamo. You can also find the titles of my films as well. We have In the Arms of Madness and Coupons and Dreams, and if you message me on Facebook I could share you more.
Guys, message her. I have to go here because it's crazy. There is so many people here, and I'm telling you, follow Lena. She is great. I really, really feel that that all your dreams will come true, and I feel like the next project will be a great one, and I look forward to it. So have a great night. I hope I had so much fun. Nice meeting you. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Garrytv. We are at the South War Cinema at Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and here next to me I have the infamous and awesome DeFazio, who is the filmmaker and writer of the mini movie called Brass Knuckles. Hi, Cyril, how are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, Serial, we're all looking forward to watch the movie Brass Knuckles. What inspired you to do to film this movie?
Well, you know, bullying is a crisis. You know, there's a lot of children going through a lot of stuff, and if we can bring a type of awareness to it, then that's what we're trying to do. My partners, you know, Anthony Korone and George Jokes Giannis, we decided to put this together, and we think people are going to be a little shocked when they see it.
That's fantastic. Also, I've noticed that you are currently working on other projects as well. Where do you get your inspirations from? Some filmmakers tell me tonight that they get other inspirations from everyday life. What inspires you?
Pretty much most of the stuff that I do is based with true stories, stuff like that, like the Mob King, a new series I'm going to have coming out called Silent Partners, based on a capo for the Gambino family. So try to keep everything, you know, like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And one quick question, do you have a website? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a Facebook in case anybody would love to stalk you?
If they're not stalking me by now, they won't know how to find me.
I know I stalk you. I know we're friends on Facebook. I know I'm friends on Facebook with him.
Yeah, it's easy to find me. Just Google the Mob King or Ciro DeFazio.
Okay, perfect. Mr. DeFazio, thank you so much. Great seeing you. Great meeting you. Guys, you got to look at this movie, Brass Knuckles. This guy has a lot of projects going on. You got to check him out. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez, and I am with Gary and Garrygearytv, and I am at the Savoir Cinema in Fort Lauderdale, and we are actually at the film preview of number 14, and next to me we have Anthony Korone, and he is just amazingly handsome and very creative. He is running a anti-bullying campaign. He is also the writer, I believe, and the producer for the movie that's going to be the mini movie that's going to be aired today, Brass Knuckles. I have a few questions for Anthony. How are you doing, first of all, Anthony? How are you doing tonight?
Great, and happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Have you been here in Florida before, and where you're from?
I've been in Florida because I live in Florida.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. You know, you have like this New York vibe, you know, so.
Well, I also live in New York part-time, and I just came down for the last couple weeks to deal with all of the Brass Knuckles stuff, and I'm going back to Florida like Monday. I mean, back to New York. I'm sorry, back to New York.
Well, I am very excited, and I think everybody's very excited to see this movie, Brass Knuckles, because this actually hits home not only to one of your cast members, Celine Alva, who I just love, but to myself as well, and to many that have suffered this. And what has inspired you to create this movie, Brass Knuckles?
Well, I have two partners. One is Jokes Giannis, and another one is Ciro DeFazio, and we have Scorsese Films, and we've done this one web series called The Mob King, and it did very well, and we wanted to do something different, and I figured that we should do something that was topical. And bullying is a huge, huge issue, and sadly there are two sides to it, and some people believe that bullying can be stopped by fighting back, and that someone is going to magically dissolve like the Wicked Witch of the West in the corner if you do, and others see that it must be more of a community effort, and that the political correctness of being a bully needs to be stopped. This film is meant to position both sides of that coin. We have a girl who's been bullied and whose parents have taught her, well, her single parent father, myself, has taught her that we don't fight back, that we'll go through the system and work things out. And then she has an uncle who suggests a more different kind of approach to it. And at the end of it, she gets a bit of advice and decides to act on it, and her life has changed drastically forever. So we're only really presenting this short film, which could potentially act as Act 1 of a full-length feature. Or we may do it as one of several 10-minute or 8-minute episodes as a web series. And we're going to explore everything. Whether or not one, as a standard by, should videotape it, and if there should be a penalty for you if you do. There's tons of things. Yeah.
That is fantastic. I am so looking forward, guys, to see Brass Knuckles, because it's very inspirational. You know, we all go through this. I know that I mean, me as a kid, you know, when I was young, I was bullied because I'm short. I'm only 4'10".
I didn't notice.
Yes, he did. He's lying. He did notice. 4'10", and you know, they used to call me Pee-wee, and they used to call. I mean, kids can be cruel, and a lot of kids do commit suicide because of that.
Yes, it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic on the same portion as school shootings were and racism once was. And this film may give somebody some ideas as to how about turning it all around, and it's just exposing you to a point of view and creating a dialogue.
Okay. And if anybody would like to follow you or, you know, pretty much get to know a little bit more about you, where can they find you? Like Facebook? Do you have a Facebook, Instagram, website?
Yes, the bullying page is Anthony Korone's Stop, bottom score, bullying, bottom score, now.
Okay.
And there'll be some, you can get on, you can interact, you can share your ideas. There are videos about, I'm happy to have been a part of it and just share it with people.
Well, I am so happy and I am so glad that you brought something so important, because I know every filmmaker, you know, brings their inspiration from many things. I just had a filmmaker that told me, well, anything inspires me, anything that's around me inspires me, but it's very few filmmakers that take something so important that's a big issue, especially here, not only in the USA, but in Europe and everywhere, and you are definitely bringing it in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So glad to meet you. Well, he has the wine, guys. He has the wine. Thank you. Hi, again, this is Katherine Nunez from Garrygearytv. I am in Savoir Cinema. I've just watched the movie Brass Knuckles. It is a fantastic movie. I was in love. It was also, if you guys don't know, one of the main characters is Celine Alva, and here next to me I have the director of Brass Knuckles. Please let us know your name, let us know where you're from, let us know everything about you because we want to know.
Well, my name is Jokes Yanez. I'm a director, producer, writer, filmmaker all around. I've been here in South Florida. I lived in LA for a while, but I wanted to live in South Florida, so I came back and decided to do it here.
Wow. And as I understand that you worked very closely with DeFazio, and you have worked with Anthony Korone. I don't know if I spelled it. Korone. I don't want him to kill me because I mispronounced his name. But how does it feel to work with these guys? How does it feel to get this into life? Because Celine Alva did an excellent job in her acting, getting into character. DeFazio as well did excellent as well.
Right.
How was it hard for you to direct? Was it difficult at one point?
I mean, no, it really wasn't difficult. We already had a working relationship from doing the Mob King web series together. That we all worked together on that. And when that show got picked up, we were like, kind of like, well, we like working together, so we want to do something else.
Right.
So then that's why we decided to do this film and said, hey, we still got to work together because we love working together.
Now, anybody that's interested, that's watching this video right now, because this will go viral, okay, anybody that wants to purchase Brass Knuckles, wants to download it, wants to see it, where can we see it?
Well, it's not out to the public yet.
Oh, no.
No, right now it's an exclusive view here. It's the first time anybody outside of our circle has seen it. Like, the first time it's been
really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so the Mob King is also coming out soon.
Well, the Mob King is out.
Oh, it's out? Okay.
The web series is out.
Oh, okay.
The web series that got us picked up to do the bigger one that we're gonna do.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Now, you won the award.
Yes, we won.
Guys,
Short Film of the Night.
That is awesome. How does it feel? Are you excited? I mean, did you expect it?
No, I didn't, because I didn't even know that they were really giving out awards per se. Like, I knew it was like awards, but I didn't know that they were like giving out like actual physical trophies. And it feels good though, to get a trophy. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it's something about it, right? Like, you get a trophy, it's like getting a new toy. It's amazing.
Any other future projects before you go? Any other future projects that we need to follow that you probably want to share with the audience?
Well, right now I have another short film that's played in over 20 film festivals around the world. It's called Toyed. It stars Jeffrey Wahlberg, which is the nephew of Mark Wahlberg, and it's produced with Wall Street Productions, which is one of the companies that I'm part of, which is part of the Wahlberg family. and I work with them a lot. We also have another project coming out called Suitcasing that we're about to shoot pretty soon. And
will this be shot here in Florida?
Yeah, so we do pretty much everything here in Florida, yeah.
Okay, awesome,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jokes. I need to stalk you, I need to friend you. These people need to friend this guy. Where can we find you on Facebook? Where can we find you on Instagram? Where can we find you anywhere?
Well, on social media, I'm pretty much at JokesFlick, JOKESFLICK, and you just find me right there, and pretty much that's like the one handle that works for Instagram, for Twitter.
JokesFlick, guys. Any website that you want to share with us?
You can go to jokesflick.com, and that has like my reel and a bunch of the projects I've worked on. You can see one of the 200 music videos I've directed, so there's a long list of work there.
This is a very talented man. Look him up, Joe's Flicks. I see great things coming. Really, really do. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
By the way, also, I have a feature that's out. It's been out for a while already. It's called Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, or EM3, and it's available on Amazon. And it's all over the world right now. And Cine Latino has it. In China they're playing it. In Korea they're playing it. So it's all over the world.
Oh my God, guys! It's Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Check it out. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
Okay, perfect. Okay, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. I'm gonna friend you. You better. Hi, this is Katherine from Garrygearytv, and I am here at Savoir Cinema, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We are right now at the premiere of, well, a lot of movies, and in one of the movies that we are here, we have some awesome actors, supporting actors, and we also have a director I'm about to meet right now from the movie The Prodigal Son. So this would be a very, very great way to meet these guys who actually are part of the South Florida scene, and then you should check them out. So can you please tell me a little bit about yourself? You're the actor of?
Oh, I'm the actor of, my name is Clark Albert. I'm the actor supporting actor from The Prodigal Son.
Okay. And how does it feel being into character, and what was your role in that movie?
Well, my role, you're gonna guys see it soon, and I'll tell you a little bit, I'm the nephew of the mafia.
Okay.
Yeah, so I cannot go too much in detail, but it's about two brothers who has their own situations here, but they're trying to get around. But this is from Hussein Hamid, the director, and Richard Sosa is our main character.
So we will meet that director, guys, in just a few seconds. And I have another gentleman here who's an actor as well, who did the supporting acting role at The Prodigal Son. His name is
Giro.
That's it?
That's it, because my full name is complicated, but it's coming here. It's easy.
The problem is he's Latin and he's exotic. That's why his name is just Gio. What was your role in this movie, and how did you connect to your character?
So, like I said, so you will see got one this summer. What is my character was a nice role. Is a guy that has different character in the movie. If I were you, couldn't miss this opportunity to enjoy this kind of the movie. It's different way, okay?
Oh, okay.
For sure.
So, was it a lot of fun to really?
Yes, for sure.
Was it a lot of fun?
Yeah, and it's just 100% 305. So all done in Miami, baby.
Guys, I also have here another actress with a gorgeous dress. Well, a beautiful red dress. Her name is? I need to come here.
Hi, my name is Mary. I'm just here supporting this amazing production for The Prodigal Son.
Okay.
I think right now, this production just reflects this situation that we're having right now in different countries. It's very important to all the people who see this production, to wake up about this situation. Mm-hmm. It's very nice to participate out for you.
Okay, so Prodigal Son is actually a movie that is about real life events regarding, regarding immigration, I believe, regarding success, regarding dreams, and as well as regarding what a lot of people that come to this country go through. And I also have a gentleman here that introduced me to these wonderful actors that I just met tonight. I forgot his name because I'm terrible with names. I meet people every day.
Champán de la playa, el handyman de Hialeah. Saludos.
Oh, he's a Hialeah handyman, guys. You gotta go to YouTube. He's also a comedian as well. So who's the director for the movie The Prodigal Son? So we will have So guys, we will be
The movie has
I will be actually interviewing the director of The Prodigal Son. Like I said, it's a very emotional movie that really touches the life of many people here in South Florida and all over the world. No, not a problem. Thank you very, very much. Hi, this is Katherine Nunez. I'm with Garrygearytv, and I am at Savor. Oh my God, I always mispronounce it. I don't know why. Savor Cinema up here in Fort Lauderdale, and with me today I have two handsome men. One is the director of The Prodigal Son, a very emotional and very heartfelt movie that I mean, you guys need to watch it. Also, I also have the lead actor of the name of
Richard Sosa.
Richard Sosa. So before I interview you, I'm going to interview you really quickly.
Best for last.
I'll say the best for last, exactly. Okay, now quick question. For the Prodigal Son, this character, what is your role in this movie?
We actually play brothers. I play the older brother.
Okay.
I came to the country before he did. You can't go too much into detail because it's still in the editing. It's still in the
editing process.
Yeah, it's in the editing process. But it's a very emotional. It's a very emotional film. Deals with relationships between my brother and I and other people involved. There's some action in there. There's just a lot of great footage in that film. I'm so excited and so proud to be a part of it.
How did you feel about your character? How did you connect with it?
Well, you know what? It's like I tell a lot of my acting students, sometimes you just have to go dark. You know, you have to find that dark spot in you, because everybody has
dark side.
Yeah, everybody has a dark side. Sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's pitch black, but you got to find it. And sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta find that ugly. Sometimes you gotta find that ugly part. Sometimes you gotta find that the part that scares you, because there's so many different things involved. You know, there's, you know, one minute I'm an aggressor, and then the next minute I'm a victim. So I have to kind of be able to pull up the emotion for both sides.
Okay. So you feel that you've been very well connected to your character, and it was a lot easy. It hits home.
Yeah, it does. And when the director is very clear about what he's looking for, it makes it that much easier.
Right. Are you here based in South Florida?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So where can we stalk you? Like, do you have Instagram? Do you have Facebook?
I do. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay.
And I have my own website.
What's your website?
richard-sosa.com.
richard-sosa.com, people. Check him out. He's the lead actor of the movie The Prodigal Son, directed by Hussein. I don't know his last name yet, but I will find out right now. So it was great meeting you, and now we're going to the big fish of the sea.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Papa fish.
All right.
Okay. So hi, Hussein. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. So what is your full name? And let us know a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Hussein Hamid. I was born in Iraq. I'm based out of LA. And I shot this film here in Miami with this great man and a lot of other talent.
How did you guys meet?
Through a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Through a mutual friend. That's how you meet people.
Yeah.
Okay. So so you wrote this movie.
Yes, I did.
You directed it. What inspired you?
I love old school cinema.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Martin Scorsese and all those old school.
Right.
I have nothing against any other films, but this honestly was a passion project of mine. Doing something that was kind of style of the back in the days was a slow burn.
Right.
And with a really good shocking ending.
What inspired you?
Like I said, I'm inspired by directors like Martin Scorsese, like Steven Spielberg's, those old school films. And the reason that I wanted to do this film was because films like this don't exist anymore.
Right.
It's all shoot 'em, bang, 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 and you don't see story. So that's really what happened.
Well, many people that have seen the movie have very heartfelt, what I've heard is very heartfelt. It hits home to many individuals. Do you feel like after the movie is edited, after the movie is actually done, do you have any future plans for, let's say, Amazon, Netflix, or anyone that will be interested in watching the movie?
Well, yeah, obviously we would like to take it to festivals and also Amazon or Netflix, whichever way opens up. Right now it's too early to talk about that, but that's our goal. Our goal is to take it out to the festival and also connect with Amazon and Netflix.
Yeah, we're taking care of the editing right now, and then we'll worry about the distribution.
I like to ask questions.
I know. We're talking about it.
Right.
But we haven't made any final. There haven't been any final decisions yet. We're still kind of talking about where we want to go as far as distribution goes.
Now, is this your first movie, or how many movies have you directed and written?
No, I have done 5. This is my 5th one.
Okay, guys, Hussein Hamid, this is his 5th movie. If anybody wants to check your movies out, or I don't know, maybe log into a website or something, where can we find you and stalk you?
Yeah, well, we just sold a 3-film package, and we're waiting now for the release dates in Dubai. And this one obviously is in the making.
Okay.
I am not on social media, but I have Jackie that's supported me, and my contact right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so he doesn't have a Facebook and he doesn't have an Instagram. However, you can contact Jacqueline. Jacqueline, please come and represent. This is the woman, the woman. She will contact you, and she will stalk you, and she will ask you questions regarding anything. And Jacqueline, how? I'm sorry. For this movie, how can we get a hold? Like, let's say, somebody watching this, because this will go viral.
First of all, I want to tell everyone that he is not from here. He's not local. I believe that we have so much talent in Miami, Florida, in Broward County. I wanted him to see how talented people are here. So I told him, you know what, you have to come and work here. You have to check out the talent that we have, and so you could get inspired and, maybe bring other projects over here. So hopefully it's the first one here in Florida, but not the last one. You can contact either Richard Sosa or Jackie Diaz Contreras on my Facebook.
Contact Jacqueline Contreras for any questions regarding this movie. I am so looking forward to this because, like I said, I just spoke to the supporting actors. It really, really, really hits home. And she's a very talented woman. Check her out. She's also on social media, Jacqueline Contreras. And she's having a lot of projects, and what are right now the biggest project that you have that it's hitting home in your heart and many others at this time?
Well, I have a nonprofit called Little Rivers and A Penny for Your Smiles. We are getting ready to build a local school that's going to teach everything that has to do with film production, acting, you name it, makeup. So I'm very excited because I plan to bring big people that are talented and know what they're doing to teach our kids, our teens, young adults, you name it, we're going to do it.
Okay, and one last question before I leave. Since Hussein has done 5 movies, and this is a question I've been asking all day. I have also interviewed Cyril DeFazio and Anthony Korone, who are also great filmmakers and directors. What would you, with your experience, and now that you're in South Florida and seeing the talent that we have, if, there's a lot of screenwriters, a lot of, directors, there's a lot of men and women, young men and women that want to do a film, but they don't have the budget, they give up, sometimes because I'm a writer as well, I'm also doing a novel, and sometimes I just feel like just stop writing because, have to rewrite, re-edit. What advice would you give them for them not to give up and pursue their dreams?
You gotta grab a camera and go. I don't believe in everybody starts somewhere. I think it's not about the director or about the writer, I think it's about the team. So if you go out and you connect with the right people, the same like-minded people, you should go out and do it. Nobody will give you budget from the get-go. So you have to get out there, you have to follow your dream, and I think, again, it's not about 1, 2, 3, it's about the whole group. If you connect with the right people, everything is possible.
The secret is the inner circle. How about you, Jacqueline? A woman like you.
La unión hace la fuerza. I think that it can be done. You just can't give up, you know, and you just team up with your friends. And we have so much passion here in Florida that you're always going to find people willing. You know, I think that we're hungry for work.
Yes.
You know, I'm not
very hungry, starving.
Yes, we are. We're starving. It can be done. It can be done. You know, you just have to have that passion and that drive and not stop.
Yeah, I you know what? I totally agree. I totally agree that passion, determination, and persistence will, and I'm very excited to have met you guys. You know, I have met so many good people today. She is fantastic. I love this woman.
Good to me.
She's now my best friend.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So anyway, Hussein, thank you so much. Thank you. Give me a hug. Oh my God. Before you go, have you done any movies?
Oh yeah, I've done quite a few. You can find me on IMDb.
IMDb, guys. IMDb.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye. Good. We're in. Yes.